Let's crochet a body of baby bunny, round 18. Start 4 groups of 3 single crochet stitches and an invisible decrease stitch. Remove the stitch marker in the first stitch of round 17. Crochet the first single crochet stitch of round 18. And use the stitch marker again, under only 2 strands of yarn. Crochet the second single crochet stitch of round 18. The third one. Stick our hook under the front loops of the next 2 stitches. Yarn over, pull the yarn through just the first 2 loops on the hook, yarn over again, and bring the yarn through both loops on the hook. 1 single crochet stitch. 2 single crochet stitches. 3 single crochet stitches. 1 invisible decrease stitch. Group 2 finished. 1 Sl.st stitch. 2 Sl.st stitches. 3 Sl.st stitches. Next 2 stitches, put the hook under the front loops to make invisible decrease stitch. Group 3 finished. Next stitch hole, 1 Sl.st stitch. Next stitch hole, 2 Sl.st stitches. Next stitch hole, 3 Sl.st stitches. Next 2 loops of the next 2 stitches, 1 invisible decrease stitch. Group 4 finished. Let's crochet round 19. Start 4 groups of 2 single crochet stitches and an invisible decrease stitch. Remove the stitch marker in the first stitch of round 18. Crochet the first single crochet stitch of round 19. And use the stitch marker again, under only 2 strands of V. Crochet the second single crochet stitch of round 19. Stick our hook under the front loops of the next 2 stitches. Yarn over. The first invisible decrease stitch finished. 1 Sl.st stitch. 2 Sl.st stitch. 1 invisible decrease stitch. Group 2 finished. 1 Sl.st stitch. 2 Sl.st stitch. 1 invisible decrease stitch. Group 3 finished. Now we are crochet the last group of 2 single crochet stitches and 1 invisible decrease stitch. Round 19 finished. Before crocheting the last round, we need stuffing to make it looks vivid. Rip thin layers of stuffing and tamp it down on all sides. So every time you rip a layer, you want to shape the layer so that it's roughly the size of whatever. Just slowly keep on adding more and more layers of stuffing until we get the stuffing pretty close to where the piece ends. Let's crochet round 20, 6 invisible decrease stitches. Take off the stitch marker in the first stitch. Crochet the first stitch, 1 invisible decrease stitch. Use the stitch marker under the first V in round 20. Insert the hook into the front loops of the next 2 stitches. 1, 2. Yarn over. Yarn over again. Now, we're crocheting the third invisible decrease stitch. The fourth one. The 5th one. The 6th one. Then finish of and leave long tail for sewing. Remove the stitch marker. There is a hole at the top now. Sewing until the hole at the top disappears. If the stitching is too tight resulting in the deformation, we can use the needle to adjust and shape the body. Okay, baby bunny body finished.